I'm here at the Raleigh Fishing Expo, and I'm asking people why they love the outdoors. So Ryan, in your heart of hearts, why do you love the outdoors?
It gives me an opportunity to, as cliche as it sounds, get outside. I'm not one to sit still, and just the different experiences, the outdoors, whether you're hunting, fishing, hiking, gives you the opportunity to see and experience so many different things that you can't get sitting inside of an office or inside of four walls.
Same thing, man. Cool.
For me, in the outdoors, it's twofold. One, I love being outdoors. I love being in nature. I love seeing sunrises, sunsets, all of that.
Yeah.
Two, the biggest deal for me in fishing is that I love figuring out what it takes to make a bass bite, because it changes from hour to hour, from day to day. It could be a bright pink lure. It could be a huge giant swim bait. It could be a teeny tiny little crawfish looking bait. Whatever it takes to make that fish bite, that's what I love figuring out.
Love it, dude.
Love the outdoors. I am a challenge-oriented person, right? And outdoors, especially on the fishing side, it is a challenge. And what it does is it really allows me to focus. Like, I get to focus on trying to outsmart this fish. Or you always contemplate it when you come off the water. It's something that stays with you. You're always thinking about, man, what if I tried this? Should have done that. It's all about the decision making. So for me, the outdoors is 100% an opportunity to get out. I love God's creation. Like, you see God in everything when you're there. But also the challenge of it is what keeps me coming back. Just the opportunity to get out, enjoy the equipment, enjoy the fellowship, but more is the challenge of the experience and the chase.
I think it's great for the soul, great for the spirit, to be outside with nature, and that's why I love the outdoors. I love fishing and everything around it.
Grew up in it. Was outdoors. My father, my brothers, all of them took me outdoors. Been fishing since I was old enough to hold a rod in my hand. Had a trailer on a lake, started hunting at a young age, and just would rather be outdoors in nature than inside with a computer.
I think it's just the aspect that you're always chasing something. You know, you always have that chasing aspect to find, you know, maybe a deer, a duck, a bass. You know, you're always chasing them, and they always keep you on your heels. They're always changing. Conditions are always changing. You got to stay on your heels with them.
Why do you love the outdoors? Why go?
Oh, geez. That's all I've ever known. I don't know. Connection with I don't know. This is hard. It's literally my entire life, from bass fishing to hunting to work. Everything that I do revolves around the outdoors. Why do I love it? The camaraderie, the people, the connection with nature, I guess. Just everything about it. Like, I go crazy watching TV, have no desire to sit there and be behind a screen as much as I can outside of work, but love just being outside.
For me, I would say it definitely started at a young age, but it's just escaping the day-to-day. You know, like being around friends, family, now kids. I absolutely love the escape. You get away from the phone, get away from everything that's surrounding us these days. Look around, pick your head up, feel the weather, see the nature, and then obviously catching fish and stuff is a ton of fun. So that's why the outdoors, just to escape and just be in your own place and kind of get out of your day-to-day grind.
It's the perfect getaway. Any day, any night, Monday through Sunday, it is the perfect getaway. If you want to get away from anybody or anything, that's how you do it.
Why do I love the outdoors? I would say, for me, it's my place where I go to kind of relax, get away from the world. You know, I retired from the Army after 33 years, and, you know, that's one of the things that's always I've had, to be able to get out and release my stresses, not have to worry about anything at home, not have to worry about anything. Just get out, go fish, be outside, whether it's hunting or fishing. You know, that's what I do. You know, that's how I make it day to day. I mean, that's my relief.
Oh gosh, it's the place to get away from the craziness that we live on a daily basis. Corporate life doesn't exist outside. Doesn't exist on the boat. Sunrises, sunsets, you don't get those sitting in the office. So That's my favorite place. It's my happy place, and it's where we go.
Man, the reason I love the outdoors is for stress relief and that excitement of going out and fishing, not being inside anymore. You catch that fish of a lifetime that lives with you forever. You get a picture for the mantle and you get to share it with your friends and family. Can't beat it.
The peace of mind, getting out, getting away, kayak fishing by yourself. It's just you, the nature. For me, mostly it's about the youth. The youth of catching a fish and being outdoors, and the celerity of being with nature and seeing the great wonders of nature is what the outdoors is for me.
Man, just being out in God's nature is just, first of all, just the most amazing thing. But what we do at Higher Power Baits is we create baits for folks. And what to me is the most fun is when a child builds a bait, we hand tie it, and my wife adds the cross to it. We give it to that kid, and the smile they get knowing they're going to get to go outside and just enjoy some outdoors. And that's what it's all about. That's why we get up in the morning and do what we do. Amen. All right.
Oh, man. Nothing beats outdoors, man. It's just the fresh air, getting out, doing something. I can't stand being inside. It makes me go crazy. Just get out, feel free. It's awesome.
Literally, your heart and soul. Why do you love the outdoors?
I love the outdoors because it's something that just the good Lord created, and something we take for granted every day. It's nothing like being out there, listening to the birds and everything. Just wake up in the mornings. It really slows down the hustle and bustle, and you're really able to just soak up and just appreciate it.
Well, for me, I mean, I grew up in the outdoors as a kid, and then being in the military for 24 years. The coolest thing about it was you get exposed to so many different people from all over the United States and all over the world, from different walks of life, from growing up in the inner cities to being just country kids at heart. And the most fascinating thing I found is that there were so many people that had never been exposed to the outdoors. They've never sat in a deer stand and watched the sun come up. They've never been out on the intercoastal waterway and watched the sun go down. These things that where you're there with yourself and with your thoughts. And I thought it was really cool that this organization I found called the Fallen Outdoors was working with veterans and trying to get them out in the outdoors to show them there's an option that you can have to get into this sport and have a passion, and it helps you mentally and physically to be able to get out. You get to hang out with like-minded individuals, and you can still share your story, and it's really healing. So to me, the outdoors is a healing thing for me mentally, and we're showing our veterans and our active duty males and females that this is an option they have, that they can get out and get into this sport, and it helps so much with self-healing. That's the big thing for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a time to relax. I mean, get out in God's creation and just be able to soak it all in. I mean, there's nothing like being out on the lake and have that sun coming up and just the sky's just beautiful, birds chirping and everything. I mean, it's a relaxing time.
Yeah, I love all the animals, and I just like to see the birds flying around, and just to be on the water, and to see I ever saw it to see a bald eagle and stuff, and just see all the fish, how they're swimming around in the groups and everything, and just how everything works together for a purpose.
Why do you like the outdoors? I love the outdoors because I can go fishing, I can ride my bicycle, I play with my cats, and I can decompress.
And that was rolling.
Perfect day at work, which is awful when you're inside all day.
There you go.
And you?
I love the outdoors just because to me it brings a sense of peace, especially the water. If you're up on Car Lake, if you're at the Outer Banks, I just love being outside. It brings a sense of peace and calm.
Fresh air, being out early morning or in the evening with the moon out, it's just wonderful. I'm a beach guy, so that's what I live on the beach, and that's what I do. And you cannot beat the great outdoors.
All right, I'm Brian with Brian Rice Fishing. The outdoors to me, no technology, air, nature, birds screaming, fish jumping in the background, sitting in a deer stand, taking my best naps while I listen to nature all around me, waking up to see this beautiful deer. Outside, you cannot understand the music that it plays. That's what outdoors means to me.
I love spending time with my husband on the boat. Any nothing, just peace and quiet. You know, the beauty of all the nature and the birds and the dolphin, and the turtles, and you know, and really and truly, I would say this, it's the connection with him that I don't.
But I can't.
Yeah, it's the connection that I don't get with him anywhere else. Because we're alone on a boat and all that, and it's just us and the fish and the, you know, it's just awesome. It's wonderful.
I don't know that there's a reason. I just love it in general. Like it's calming, peaceful. It's what I do for work. It's what I do for fun. There's nothing in particular that tops a day out in the outdoors.
I love just getting away, the quiet, the camaraderie with other guys and women that like to fish. It's not so much about keeping fish as getting out there and enjoying the fight, enjoying seeking them, and just getting out and enjoying what God created for us.
Being out there in God's country, being able to watch His nature, just everything about it, watching birds come in, watching fish be able to bite a lure, just being able just to be outdoors and having that relaxing feeling.
I love being outdoors. There's nothing better than getting up at 4 o'clock, actually earlier than 4, and going out into the timber with my best friends and being up in the morning, get to see the sunrise, get some birds in, just be out there and hanging out, man. There's no better feeling to it than that.
Well, you get up, you get to see God's creation, you get to see everything that He created, made. You get to enjoy it with your family. There's no timelines, there's nothing you got to do. You just get to relax, enjoy yourself, and everything you need is provided for you.
Whatever your reason for the outdoors, you're right. It's part of the journey. There's harmony, there's peace, and there's quiet in this busy world. So get out there and make your own story.